Hello, Honorable Chair, members of the Finance and Governance Committee, and members of the public. This is the Whistleblower Hotline Services Agreement Extension, and my name is Sherry Klima. I'm your Deputy City Manager. The recommendation is that the Finance and Governance Committee recommend the City Council approve and authorize the Mayor to execute a third amendment to Agreement Number A7986 with Price Page and Company to add 3 years and amend the rates to its whistleblower hotline services. So in June of 2017, the City Council awarded a 3-year agreement to Price Page for managing the whistleblower hotline, but also for conducting an internal audit risk assessment and completing internal audits. The council amended that agreement in 2019. But also after 3 years, the council awarded a different agreement. As you may recall, we went out in the summer of 2020. We went out with an RFP, and the council awarded an agreement to Vasquez and Company for internal auditing services. So in anticipation of that happening, the staff amended the Price Page agreement just before, as the RFP was out and just before council awarded a new contract to ensure that the scope of services in the Price Page agreement was narrowed to only the whistleblower hotline services, and then extended those services until June 2021. We are coming to you now to request another extension for the hotline services only for Price Page. Again, Vasquez has taken over the internal auditing services, so we don't need to add that onto Price Page right now. Price Page has continued to manage the whistleblower hotline, and that has meant that they've operated a toll-free phone hotline through a third party, an email and a mail repository to solicit allegations from city employees and members of the public of improper governmental actions. And that term, improper governmental actions, means any activity by a local agency or employee that is undertaken in the performance of the employee's official duties, including activities deemed to be outside the scope of his or her employment, that is a violation of any local, state, or federal law or regulation related to corruption, malfeasance, bribery, theft of government property, or willful omission to perform duty, is economically wasteful, or involves gross misconduct. So that means that any call or email or mail that they receive, that Price Page receives, that does not relate to improper governmental actions, they will forward to city staff so that we will address it in the proper way. So for example, if there's an HR complaint that is not related to an improper governmental action, then they will forward it to us and we will get that complaint to HR to deal with it in the appropriate manner. Price Page will sometimes reach out to the complainant to ascertain the nature of the complaint, its merit and relevance. They maintain a database to track these complaints and prioritize the complaints consistent with the city's policy. They conduct the relevant due diligence leading to findings and the resolution of each complaint, and they provide periodic reports to this committee. Since they have been working only on the whistleblower hotline, so not including the auditing services, these have been the invoices that have come in from Price Page. So the total in this fiscal year so far has been $6,250, excuse me. And so we don't anticipate the costs going much beyond that in future years. There could be years where there is a complaint that comes in that requires a little more investigation. So we do want to allow a little bit of leeway, but we don't anticipate that in any one year the costs will go beyond $10,000 or $12,000. And certainly if they did, we would need to have a conversation with Price Page about, how much more they anticipate it costing, and then come back to the council to request the extra funding. But at this point, because the funds on the contract seem sufficient, we don't need additional funding. In addition to the 3-year extension to the contract, we are asking that Price Page be allowed to adjust their compensation rates. And you'll see here on the second column the rates in the original contract, which were adjusted in the Second Amendment. And they have requested that in the Third Amendment, this latest amendment, that the rates be changed again. Because this is a 3-year contract, they would like a 3% annual increase commencing in 2022. So again, the recommendation is that the Finance and Governance Committee recommend the City Council approve and authorize the mayor to execute a third amendment to this agreement with Price Page to add 3 years and to amend the rates to its whistleblower hotline services. I will be available at the meeting to answer any questions you may have. Thank you.